Get a gator that will get you.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all the reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
You want a piece of equipment you can trust, one that's easy to use. No matter the size of the job, you want to create a feeling worthwhile, something you can use for every job. For over 60 years, Reynolds has been a community staple, ensuring our customers powerful implements, top quality care and service. You need something that's in it for the long haul. Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer, today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Just working with our company, you're going to get to work with a lot of bright individuals.
Everyone is open and ready to help you, and definitely big on advocating for making sure that you succeed and reach your potential.
Everyone's goal is the same, to make the best products that we can for our clients and make sure that it is everything and more that it could be.
What's kept me here? Our culture. We're genuinely a very great group of people. Everyone's just always willing to lend a hand.
When I have a suggestion or a concern and I voice it, leadership actually hears me.
As a consultancy, every person has a role and has something to bring to the table. There's just a lot of opportunities here if you're up for the challenge.
Jump on board, be part of the fun ride, because we're going places.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there is just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN. This means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome to the Clive M. Beck Center in Lexington, Kentucky for the HCAC Tournament Championship game between the 1 seed and the 2 seed. It's the Transylvania University Pioneers and the Mount St. Joseph Lions in a rematch of last year's tournament championship. Before we tell you a little bit more about the teams and the matchups, let's thank our sponsors for today's broadcast. Reynolds Farm Equipment. Reynolds Farm Equipment is a leading equipment dealer since 1955. Boilermaker Local 374. Boilermakers Local 374 represents highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. Wheeler Mission. For over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community. Bertner Electric, your trusted electrician partner since 1986. Morales Group. We're in business to create a better future for you and for your family. Piper Logistics, your trusted logistics partner since 1994. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else? Large selection of food made from scratch and fairly priced. Highway Safety Services. Highway Safety Services Incorporated provided traffic control and pavement markings in Indiana for the past 60 years. And lastly, the IndianaSRN sports page. Follow the sports page every day with updated news from coast to coast. Log on at IndianaSRN.org and click on our tab. Hello everyone, it is great to be with you this afternoon. Graham Nash alongside Coach Tom Campbell coming to you from the Clive M. Beck Center. Coach, let's talk about Transylvania first. They are on the hunt for 7 straight HCAC tournament titles, and despite being without their winningest head coach of all time, they look poised and ready to get that 7th title.
Yes, Trancy's got a culture of winning, and Coach Verrill was the assistant through that last couple years on the run of the national championships and this Final Four. So she understands the culture and what it takes to win here, and she's done a really nice job of getting this team back to prominence and being the #1 seed and hosting again.
And this team, they're so dangerous on the defensive end. The least points allowed in the conference, 53.7 per game. They're phenomenal on the defensive.
The vaulted Trancy zone, Coach Fulks brought that in when she came, and it's very intricate. It's really tough to play against. They do a really good job of forcing teams to do what they want them to do. And that zone, it's a really, really tough zone to play against.
Coach Julie Foltz, she went to Marshall to coach. She was the winningest head coach here and is the winningest head coach here at Transy. Led the team to a national championship, 6 straight HCAC tournament championships, and 4 regular season titles as well. When we come back, we'll talk about the MSJ Lions here on HCAC.tv.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
The official colors.
Welcome back to Transylvania University. It is the Pioneers taking on the Lions of Mount St. Joseph. Coach, we talked a little bit about the Pioneers. Let's move to MSJ. They are coming off of something around 7 of 8 last wins. They've been phenomenal to end the season. Back-to-back championship game appearances, and they lost to this Transy team on this floor this time last year. What do they have to do this time around to get the win?
I'm sure they're motivated after the last year's loss and to get this chance again. They've got really strong guard play. The game last night, they went 13 of 23 from the 3. Murphy led them with 29. They can really shoot it. That's their strength. They do have a couple of nice post players. They've got to figure out how to attack this zone. They've got to figure out how they're going to score against this vaunted zone.
They've got the best three-point shooting percentage in the HCAC, 32.8% as a team. That goes against Transy's 26.7%. They are the 4th worst team when it comes to three-point shooting percentage. The Lions, they've won 14 of their last 17, 9 of their last 10. The only loss during that stretch was to Transylvania.
Yeah, on this floor.
Exactly. So like you said, probably a little bit of fire in the bellies of the Lions.
They'll be loose and ready to play, and it's going to be, again, it's going to be a really, the strength of Transy's guard play, strength of MSJ's guard play. It's going to be really fun to see which one takes over.
The Lions coming off a really close win against Hanover, who was the 3 seed. The game was tied 4 times, but Hanover never led. MSJ did a great job of just inching forward, staying ahead, and getting that win last night.
Yeah, they kept Hanover threw a press at them with 6 to go, and MSJ handled that really well and just continued to attack and made some big shots. They executed well. They played really, really well. They're coming in here really hot.
Transy, in the first round, they nearly lost to the 8th seed in Bluffton, only escaped with a 6-point lead, but won by 19 against Anderson, the 4th seed. 4 ties, 2 lead changes, but they ran away with that ball.
That game last night, they got down 12 in the second quarter, Transylvania did, and they had to claw back to 6 at the half, and then they just kind of overpowered them in the second half and kind of showed their dominance.
And it was impressive because they only out-rebounded Anderson by 4. Their rebounding is phenomenal. They lead the conference in offensive rebounds, 13 per game. They have a rebound margin. They out-rebound their opponents by nearly 5. So they had to rely on some other pieces, you could say, to get that win. These two teams, they have a pretty long history against each other, but Transylvania has dominated it. They are 29-2 against the Lions all-time, undefeated on this floor, a perfect 16-0 in Lexington. They're on an 8-game win streak. Most recent loss was January of 2021, which disrupted an 18-game win streak that the Pioneers had crafted up. So, if you're the Lions, you're feeling like your time is now. You've waited a long time for since that last win. And man, this would be a great time to get it if you are MSJ. And the 2 times that they faced each other this year, Transy won by 20 in Cincinnati at the Lions, and then they won by 11 here on their home floor to end the season. That was only February 15th, so they've seen each other fairly recently. And they are lined up on the stripes, ready for the national anthem and the starting lineups. And then we will get going. 40 minutes of basketball to decide a winner. Will Transy get their 7th straight, or will the Lions get their first win over the Pioneers in 9 tries? will be decided soon. Transylvania with their new head coach, Hannah Verrill, looking for her first win in this championship tournament. She was named HCAC Coach of the Year. And we are going to take a break for the national anthem. We'll be right back on HCAC.tv.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back to Clive M. Beck Center. National anthem just wrapped up, and it is time for starting lineups. We'll start with the 2 seed. Morgan Jenkins will be the first. She's got a 95% free throw percentage this season, 13 games with double digits. Alongside Jenkins, it's Carly Mills. Mills, the best three-point shooter on this team at 40%. And then Haley Giengrich shoots 62% from the floor. Alongside Giengrich, it's Anaya Murphy, leads the team in points, 14.7 per game. And rounding it out is Madison Drummons, the senior leader on this team with 8.5 rebounds per competition. On the other side, for the home Pioneers, Riley Flynn is the first off the bench. Flynn leads the way with 8 rebounds a game. Sierra Kimmelgore is second. She's got the second most points per game this season at 12.9. Alongside her is the captain of this team, Sadie Worth, 13.4 points a game to lead the Pioneers. And then Chloe McKnight, all-star freshman, named to the HCAC newcomer team just last week, shooting over 50% from the floor. And lastly, the defensive threat in Emily Teal, 33 blocks on the season to lead the team. We've got some really hard hitters, some really good players for both sides today, Coach. But when it comes to Transylvania, what are they going to have to do to get this win?
Well, I just looked down at Coach Fulks, who's made her appearance today, so she's here to cheer on the Pioneers. Transy's got to continue to defend. They've got to match up with those post players of MSJ and control kind of establish this tempo the way they want it at the beginning.
And then if you're MSJ, what do you need to do? Throw off Transy. Like you said, Julie Folks is here, so maybe some positive momentum and just something fun to see if you're that team. So what do you have to do if you're the Lions?
I'm really, really curious to see how they try to attack this zone, and I'm really curious to see how they try to defend. I don't know the plan. They don't have a lot of depth in the post. They've got the 2 starters that are 6 feet. They really drop off when they're out. They got away with it last night. Those 2 posts got in foul trouble, and they were able to get through it. I don't know if they can get through that today if they don't have those 2 posts on the floor. So it'll be a lot of fun. Let's roll.
That's right. Giengrich in the circle along with Emily Teal for Transylvania. It's the 2024-25 HCAC Tournament Championship game between 2 very familiar foes, Transy and MSJ. And the visitors will control the tip. The Lions, led by Maisie Elton in her 3rd season with the team, has a 36-17 record over her first 2 seasons. And the Lions with a very strong 20-7 record this year. Here's Drummond's free throw jumper is short and an early rebound for Transy.
Transy's going to give up that high post. I can already tell. They're going to have to make shots. MSJ's going to have to make shots there.
Here's Sierra Kimmelgore. It's her first time averaging more than 3 points a game this season, and guess what? She's almost at 13, added nearly 10 points to her point per game total. Worth knocks down an early triple.
Seniors do what seniors do.
The captain of this Transy team showing up early, leads the team from beyond the arc with a 37%. A Transy zone already causing problems. Jenkins bounces it to Drummonds. Drummonds trying to work on McKnight. Under 10 to shoot. Gingrich just strong, and a rebound for Worth.
Yeah, they're giving up those short corner and high post shots, and they're really extending on the guards.
So does MSJ, do they need to try to work it down low more with Drummonds, or maybe start to get that three-point shooting?
I'm really curious to see if they don't get one of those guards in the high post. I think getting their best players in the high post, Murphy, somebody, I think that's a strategy they need to look into.
Kimmelgore at the controls for Transy. High screen from McKnight. Kimmelgore push back out, one to shoot. And they give it as a turnover. Murphy fouled going up.
And MSJ needs to get some tempo as well, try to attack them in transition just like that. That's a big foul early on Worth.
The last two times that these teams played, neither shot very well from the field or from three. The first time they played back in December, both teams were sub 30% from the field and sub 18% from beyond the arc. But Sadie Worth drilled an early triple, and that's how things got started. First free throw is good for Anaya Murphy, a 61% free throw shooter on the season. I'll tell you what, Coach, this building was loud from the get-go.
Yeah, this Trancy's always had a really good fan base, and they've got another one here today. And Mount St. Joseph's brought a nice crowd here as well.
Coming down from Cincinnati is MSJ, not too far of a drive. Kimmelgore finds her lane, stops. A lot of contact going up, no whistle, but it'll stay on this end.
No call there.
Looks like they might be letting him play.
Mike let him start out early, yes. It's a nice play by Kimmelgore to get to the rim.
Kimmelgore leads this team with 80 assists on the season. Has a fantastic eye. McKnight scanning, just hands it off for Worth. Worth uses her speed, gets blocked.
Nice block by Jenkins, Kimmelgore.
Kimmelgore couldn't finish. Mount St. Joseph the other way. Carly Mills, the captain for the Lions. Strong, and a rebound for Kimmelgore.
I'm really impressed with Kimmelgore's game, watching her as much as I have. She's a Swiss Army knife on offense. She can do everything. And she's Defensive Player of the Year in the league.
Yeah, that's right. Just named HCAC Defensive Player of the Year and an all HCAC second team member. Kimmelgore working on Jenkins. Worth, another three. That time misses everything.
MSJ has put Jenkins on Kimmelgore, and Jenkins has got some length, and that's kind of bothering Kimmelgore so far.
Jenkins, a good offensive player, 10 points per game, and 42 blocks to go along with that offense.
High post again. They're giving that up.
Here's Mills, under 10 to shoot again for MSJ. They've really been pushed late in their shot clock. Drummonds, three, spinning, tries to get McKnight in the air, just can't get it. But one of the better looks for MSJ so far.
Yeah, I wish he could have got that off the glass. That would have made that a little easier.
Defensive start for both teams. As Teal gets it on the right wing. Great entry pass, McKnight through contact.
Well done. Foul on Drummonds, that's a big one too. That's her first.
So McKnight will take the first free throws of the ball game for Transy. McKnight, named to the HCAC newcomer team, has started 14 of Transy's last 16 games. One of those was a senior day, so as a freshman, you're not going to get the nod on senior day.
That's right. That's right.
She has been phenomenal in her first season, averaging around 7 points.
Early in the year, they did not start her, and they kind of made a lineup change early, and then she has given them some good minutes in the. I think one of the big keys in the Transy zone is having the 6'1", 6'2" center that can control that rim, and that's what she does for them.
McKnight, 6'3", freshman from London, Kentucky. And she can't make the second, so McKnight splits a pair. And Transy with an early lead. This Pioneer zone has been phenomenal.
They
for
do
them
a
so
great
far.
job of getting so far out on shooters. The guards have no gap on the catch. There's the foul line jumper.
And Drummonds can't hit it again, but an offensive rebound. A really good look there for MSJ. Corner triple, Murphy strong, and McKnight with a rebound.
It's a good look. Best time to shoot a three is on the offensive rebound.
MSJ, a good rebounding team, fourth best in the conference. Or excuse me, third best in the conference, getting about 41 per game. But they're going up against the best offensive and one of the best defensive rebounding teams in Transylvania, so it's going to be hard. Kimmelgore straight away, short.
Little rushed.
Got to imagine the nerves are very present.
Yeah, everybody's feeling their way through this right now. Get to that first media timeout and take a deep breath.
Transy's head coach, Hannah Verrill, in her first season, like we mentioned, named HCAC Coach of the Year just a week ago in her first season. Transy only lost one conference matchup the entire year. A fantastic showing for Verrill in her first. Drummonds right in front of the cup, puts one up through contact.
That was a nice attack, short corner dive down the post, and she made a tough bucket.
She averages 12 points a game. Feels like they may need a couple more than that.
Absolutely.
Good defense there from Drummonds, making it hard on Teal. Kimmelgore. Three on the way. Flynn misses everything. That's about our third air ball we've seen. Nice finish there on the offensive end for MSJ. And that is going to take us to our first media timeout. So we're all tied up. It's a defensive start. We'll take a break on HCAC.tv.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back on the campus of Transylvania University, Transy and MSJ tied up at 4. And Coach, we said in the break that MSJ's defense has been phenomenal to start out this ballgame.
Yes, they have really done a nice job guarding the three wing players for Transy. The matchups have been really good. I'm really curious to see Transy's adjustment here. Kimmelgore has the ability to post, and I'm really curious to see when Coach Verrill decides to get her down there. Kimmelgore's so versatile, and she kind of is the player they run through besides Worth. Transy has decided that they're going to give that high post up to Drummonds, so it's going to be key to see what Drummonds does against it.
Yeah, Drummonds has gotten to that high post 3 or 4 times and has only made 1. Kimmelgore 0 for 2 from the field to start out, but Sadie Worth has been on a hot start. 3 of the 4 Transy points up to this mark. Murphy trying to get to the free throw line, keeps her dribble, nice dump off, but MSJ can't finish.
A little bit of contact there.
They're letting them play. They are referees.
You're going to have to go strong in this one. You're not getting the call unless you go strong.
That's right. Reagan Barrett just hands it off. Checked in for the first time right before the break. Gets it back. 3 long. And Drummonds gets another rebound.
Jenkins is really effective in transition. She was last night.
And Jenkins finishes on the offensive end. That's her first points of the ball game.
MSJ needs tempo. They need the pace. They're going to struggle scoring in the half court. They need to get stuff in early in transition.
MSJ 12 points
good
off
flex
turnovers.
Good pass. Transy's post players are really adept at playing on the perimeter and passing. They can hit cutters, back cutters.
That was Riley Flynn. She gets her first points, averaging 10 on the season. But MSJ's defense has made it hard for some of those big players on Transy's team to get involved. Jenkins bounces it, Drummond's. Nice move underneath. Rebound Jenkins, she puts it back up and in.
That was a really nice concept from MSJ. They kind of had a Drummond's in the middle, flashed her down, and put Jenkins and put her in the hole that was left, and it got him a layup.
Jenkins coming off a double-double against Hanover, 15 points, 10 rebounds. She's got 4 quick points. Worth, that's her spot, and she rattles it in.
That's been effective. Kimmelgore getting the lane line drive, and they're helping too much off Worth. And you can't leave Sadie Worth open. She'll make you pay.
Best three-point shooter on the team at 37%, and she's got 2 threes already. Drummond's mid-range is pure. If she can get going from that spot,
they're going to give it to her. I mean, it's completely up to her. They're going to give that to her. She'll shoot that with confidence.
Kimmelgore still yet to score. Nice move in the lane and gets fouled.
Jenkins' length has bothered her, but that was a nice move to get in and get her on her hip and draw that foul. Yeah, that Mills is helping. It's really difficult to help on ball side, and she showed too much help, and you just can't help off Worth in that situation.
Kimmelgore, a 78% free throw shooter this season, leads the team in assists and steals. Is a phenomenal ball handler.
She had 22 and 14 last night.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, she took over last night.
Kimmelgore, third in assist to turnover ratio for Transy this season. As she makes the second. 1.6 is that number, third best in the HCAC, not just for Transy, best on Transy.
Transy likes this. They've gone 4 guards now. They've got Flynn at the 4, Kimmelgore at the 3. They've brought in Grinner. This is when they usually kind of extend this defense, pick up the pace a little bit.
Jenkins can't hit, but an offensive rebound.
Hurt them on the glass.
Giengrich with a good rebound, went back up and got fouled. Micaiah Grinter, like you said, Coach, just checking in for the first time. She's coming off a season-best performance, 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist.
She played really well last night. She's kind of a defensive juggernaut in this Transy zone. You'll see them at times extend her full court in a one-person press. So she's kind of gives them some energy off the bench.
Giengrich is 68% free throw shooter, misses the first. Substitute coming in for MSJ, it'll be Kennedy Hudson. And coming out will be Madison Drummond's. Wonder how much time she's going to spend on the bench.
Yeah, I'm curious here because they do drop off when they take her out. And who will they put in the high post against this zone now?
Hudson averaging less than 1 point per game. She's played in 16 this season. Kimmelgore attacking, but has to give it up Worth. Worth over Flynn.
Kimmelgore in the post. She loves posting.
She's on a similar-sized Carly Mills.
Yeah, they got Mills switched on her. And
nice block underneath. That length of Morgan Jenkins, like you said earlier, causing issues.
Yeah, took it a little too deep there, yep.
Really nice shot from Giengrich and a great find from Jenkins. MSJ starting to find some of that momentum.
They've got a nice little plan here on the attack. They're doing a nice job so far.
Worth attacks, Kimmelgore in the corner. Here's Flynn. Worth thought about a 3. Worth trying to get it to Barrett, taken away by Jenkins. Jenkins one-on-one with Kimmelgore right at her, can't finish.
Good effort play by Gingrich, catching up and getting that offensive rebound. MSJ's success. Yeah, Transy likes to play their wings wide, and MSJ had two kind of short corners covered, and that's hard for them to guard.
Gingrich, 3 points on the ball game already. She averages about 8.5 per game this season and makes the first as a 69% free throw shooter. Gingrich, third in the HCAC in blocks, second in blocks per game. Those numbers are 46 and 2.3 respectively. Transy up to their largest lead of the ball game. MSJ up to their largest lead of the ball game. Transy trying to fight back. Here's Worth.
Trancy's in their continuous ball screen offense. They love to run this. Post up, post down, look for some ball screens. Here comes the ball screen again.
Yeah, Kimmelgore scanning, gets fouled.
That's a big one. That's one on her.
That is first on Gingrich. 3 Lions with a foul apiece. No one at 2 yet.
Yeah, they can't afford to get Gingrich or Drummonds with 2 in this half. But they've got to have one of them on the floor at all times.
Fresh shot clock for Transy. Kimmelgore asking for it.
She's working hard down there. They're doing a nice job on her.
Flynn, nice fake in the lane. Can't finish.
Good move, just didn't get the finish. Nice play by Worth.
Worth
really
takes it away. 3-pointer short.
There's Flynn doing Flynn things. Her offensive rebounds. He's got 8 rebounds on the year per game. Good move. There she is again.
Foul underneath and frustration on Gingrich. That's her second.
Big foul.
You just said a moment ago that Gingrich can't get in foul trouble.
It hurts them too much. SJ's going to go with 4 guards as well now. We're going to play 4 guards versus 4 guards.
Jenkins taking place for Haley Gingrich. Jenkins 4 points on the ball game, 2 for 4 from the field. And Worth will come off of the floor.
Yeah, they're going to give her a little 13.8-second break. Get her back at the start of the second.
Samantha Cornelison will come in for Sadie Worth as Riley Flynn misses the first, a 68% free throw shooter. She can't hit either. But an offensive rebound, Kimmelgore gets fouled going back up.
Grinner got a hand on that, and Kimmelgore came in and squeezed the orange, as they say, and went up strong and drew that foul.
It's the best offensive rebounding team in the conference, 13.1 per game for Transy. That could be a big storyline going forward.
This is a big foul. Jenkins just got her second. So Jenkins and Gingrich both with 2 now.
Kimmelgore makes the first.
They're going to leave her out. They're going to try to play offense with her and not get her third.
And Kimmelgore makes both. 10 to shoot for MSJ. Try to get that lead back up by more than 1 possession. Handoff, Jenkins, step back. Mills scanning, fires, can't hit.
Good defense. Really good extension of the defense.
So the first quarter comes to a close. A defensive one. MSJ goes into the break with the lead. We'll be right back on HCAC.tv.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back to Clive M. Beck Center on the campus of Transylvania University. MSJ with a lead over Transy through the first quarter. And Coach, it was really a defensive showing. The offense for both sides struggled, both shooting under 32% from the field. MSJ didn't even make a 3, 0 for 3, and Transy less than 30%.
Yeah, this is a standard Transy game the way they're defending right now, but Mount St. Joe's has done a nice job defending as well to have the lead. I'm really going to watch. They've got Drummonds back in. I think they had to. And they've also put Gingrich back in with 2 and Jenkins with 2. So they're going to roll the dice here and try to keep them on the floor and not let this get away from them. So
Gingrich led the way for MSJ with 5 points in that first quarter. For Transy, it was Sadie Worth with 6. The senior captain showing the way, shooting 2 for 4 from beyond the arc.
MSJ has gone into a zone. They're going to protect the fouls here. A little 2-3 wide.
Kimmelgore thought she had a shot. McKnight wide open, gets the pass, puts it through.
Yeah, she got that nice lob, and Jenkins couldn't do much with 2 fouls.
MSJ had a 5-point lead at one point. Now it's down to 1. Jenkins, corner, Mills, short.
They did a nice contest there.
Gets her own rebound, finds Drummond's, and Drummond's finishes. Uh-oh, and it looks like Carly Mills.
She took a knee on knee there.
She's going to come out shortly. Jordan Patterson will come in.
I think her and Grinner banged knees. I think a little awkward there.
She's getting helped off the floor. Hopefully, it's just like a rolled ankle and maybe a little bit of a stinger. That would be a big blow for the Lions.
That'd be huge.
Grinter hands it off for Corneliuson. Grinter coming off a season-high 16-point performance against Anderson. She passes the 3, drives in, finishes beautifully.
Nice with her left hand.
Jordan Patterson has the ball, nearly gave it away. Murphy, left lane, can't finish over McKnight, but Drummond's with an offensive board.
It's a nice job.
Jenkins triple short, and McKnight sure to grab that one.
MSJ was hot last night. I'm afraid they've left it there. They're not making much on the 3. They just look a little out of rhythm.
MSJ, 56% from beyond the arc.
Big shot by Grinner.
Transy takes back the lead. And we will take a break as well. Grinner.
Very nice action there, a little pass to the corner. Grinner's more of a driver than a shooter, so if she's making that 3, it's going to be really hard to guard her.
We'll be right back on HCAC TV in the Clive M. Beck Center.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, insulting referees,
threatening officials,
berating young umpires, learning the ropes,
violent language in the stands,
screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
The Transy fans coming alive in the Clive M. Beck Center as Maisie Elton, the head coach of MSJ, had to call a timeout. Transy starting to come alive offensively. And how about Micaiah Grinter knocking down a 3?
Yeah, she's come in and made, I think, 5 in a row, a little left-hand baseline drive and then a corner 3. She's known for her defensive energy, but she has the ability to score.
And the big news before the break was Carly Mills looked like she might have knocked knees with a Transy player and was taken off the floor.
I don't see her either.
She's not on the bench. That would be a big blow for Mount St. Joseph. They have Jordan Patterson in her place at that point guard position. She's played all 26 games, but only averages around 3 points per contest. Here she is now, Patterson scanning. MSJ has had a hard time breaking this press. Drummond's kick out, triple, Murphy.
Well done there. MSJ put their 2 posts in the high post, and Transy had to come up a little and got them extended out. They did a nice job of kicking it weak and finding Murphy.
That's the first 3-pointer for MSJ in this ball game. And Murphy, one of the better 3-point shooters, and there's a turnover. Murphy will take it up the floor. She leads the team with around 15 points per game. I need her to come alive. Drummond's nice cut, Gingrich.
They're really good with their post tandem stuff, with one catch, one dive to the rim. They're really effective that they can run that more.
Transy looking for their first points out of the timeout. Corneliuson hands it off for Worth. Worth Tries to get in the lane. Grinter fakes a three. Nice drive and nice finish.
He had to honor that three-point shot, so then she's used her ability to get to the rim.
Grinter, a transfer from Center College. She led the SAA in steals and assists last season. Has been a great addition for Transy this year.
Post to post.
Drummond, spin move, McKnight, great defense. Jenkins gets a friendly roll.
That second cutter into the high post.
Jenkins with 6 points now. McKnight has positioning. Yep. There it is. And a great finish.
A little surprised to see them front her that high up the lane. That's inviting the lob.
Drummond's trying to get to the hoop. Nice move, Patterson.
Really nice take by Patterson. MSJ kind of flipped their post and put Drummonds in the short corner that time and gave him a little different look.
Patterson only scored 2 points against Transy this season in both appearances. Cornelison, nothing but net.
That kid's a sniper. She can really shoot it. She's been that way all year. Nice job by Grinter getting her an open look.
30% three-point shooter, but she was 0 for 5 in the first 2 games of this tournament from deep range. Jenkins can't respond, and Worth gets a rebound. Worth slowing things down.
They got a mismatch if they want it.
Teal with positioning, instead Worth.
Nice take by Worth.
And she gets fouled going up.
That was borderline travel there. She got both feet down, but she was fouled.
And a good sign for the Lions. Carly Mills is checking back in, so it looks like it might have just been a stinger.
I think it was knee on knee, and it just kind of caught her, like you say, a stinger, and kind of caught her off guard. Those things hurt.
So
it's been a while since I had one, but I remember that they hurt.
She'll come back in. Patterson will take a rest. Sadie Worth, recently named to the All-HCAC first team. As she knocks the first one down, is the best free throw shooter on this Transy ball club. She also reached 300 career assists this season, ranking her 3rd all-time in the program.
Unbelievable with the history of this program. That's a great accomplishment.
She is just an all-around baller. No other way to put it. McKnight will check out along with Micaiah Grinter.
These two gave them really good minutes.
And Kimmelgore will check back in along with Reagan Barrett. That's deadly when you can check out Grinter and put in Kimmelgore, exactly. Murphy finds Drummonds and a handoff for Jenkins. Gingrich gives it away.
Nice cover down by Worth.
Worth eyes up. Cornelison, right wing triple.
Didn't get those feet down. Kind of rushed it. The right idea.
This place would have erupted if that one fell.
Yes, it would have.
Instead, it's Murphy on the other end for MSJ, and she's going to let Mills slow it down. Mills gets it back up to Murphy. Really good defense from Kimmelgore. Drummond's fake, mid-range, butter.
Wow. Good stuff there.
Beautiful move. Drummond's now with 6 points.
Oh, my.
Wow, long three from Worth.
Oh, my.
That's going to be a scary sight if those start falling.
Yeah, when you start making shimmy shake threes, that's
really good offensive rebound from Gingrich. It's early, but it feels like MSJ needs to score here.
Yeah, they can't let this thing get above a possession or two.
Drummonds can't get it, gets her own rebound.
One more. This is
Murphy, triple, in and out. Rebound, Gingrich again. She can't put it in. And a really good rebound for Transy.
What a battle.
Worth going to slow things down, despite this entire arena wanting her to speed things up.
Oh,
and miscommunication.
Yeah.
Riley Flynn.
Yeah.
Three ball was beautiful.
Yeah, she kind of refused that ball screen and did a little lateral dribble to the left, and she loves to go left. MSJ loves this kind of baseline action. Here comes the second cutter, nothing there. Trancy guards those shooters so well early in the possession.
Here's Jenkins. Finds Gingrich, turns, shoots, misses, and Flynn with a rebound. Sadie Worth moving past Mills, stops.
Lovely.
Nice find, and Barrett fouled. And it's good. No, it's on the floor.
3 on Jenkins. Worth did a great job there of drawing 2 defenders and not letting them know whether they could switch, and Barrett made a great roll to the rim. Worth does a great job as a point guard. She's old school point guard. She can draw defenders, make a couple of people play her, find open people. I mean, 3rd in the program history in assists. Shows how good of a passer she is, but it's more than just being able to pass. It's being able to draw defenders.
So Jenkins will sit for the rest of the half. 3 fouls for her. Kimmelgore right into the chest. And she gets fouled by Murphy. Murphy not very happy with the call.
Kimmelgore's strong and as a guard driving in that lane. She's a guard that becomes a post player when she gets into the painted area.
Kimmelgore yet to make a field goal, but she's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Kimmelgore 4 double-doubles this season. One of them was in the last game against Anderson, 22 points, 14 rebounds. But she struggled in this matchup against MSJ, 0 for 6 from beyond the arc.
Big possession here for MSJ.
Murphy will take it off the floor. She's only got 5 points in this ball game as someone that averages 15. Taken away by Worth. Worth moving quickly. Flynn. Kimmelgore, corner 3. Short.
Over the back.
And dodging a bullet are the Lions.
That was big. That would have been, that gets you to 8, and it just, you can feel Mo turning. They got a fighting chance now.
And Patterson will take it up the floor for MSJ, coming in for Jenkins, who got her 3rd foul just a moment ago. Mills. Murphy, 15 to shoot, step back 3. Oh, man.
Wow. Wowzers.
Murphy can shoot it too. She's now got 8. Worth using her speed to get free, wide open lane, but she can't hit it.
Worth did the okey-doke on them. She acted like they were going to call timeout, and then she took off. Oh,
Mills with a great finish. An exciting end to the first half. Worth trying to find a cutter. Barrett met at the rim. Back out. Worth, triple, short. Pushing the pace. Transy has Mills. Mills can't get it to go. And Barrett rebounds over 3 MSJ players. Kimmelgore, fake in the lane. Can't finish, but the cleanup is there for Flynn.
This game has turned into a and one streak game here all of a sudden. We're flying up and down the floor.
And the Lions going to slow things down now. They only trail by 3, but there are fireworks in this building. Nice move, Murphy, all the way around and in.
Yeah, there's more than one way to get it into the high post, and they use a little ball screen action for their best player there.
Worth getting instructions again from Hannah Verrill. Worth, 12 to shoot. Kimmelgore is going to hold it. Kimmelgore looking like she wants to get it down low. 6 to shoot. Kimmelgore. 3 to shoot. Kimmelgore puts it up. Can't hit it. And Lions scrambling. And they get a timeout.
that's fantastic footwork from Murphy.
And this was just a nice putback.
Yeah, that was a good effort by Flynn. Flynn's got a nose for rebounding on both ends.
And so MSJ did a really good job there, tracking that ball down, calling timeout. This is as close as it could be right now,
yeah,
Coach.
this is a big possession for a lot of reasons. If MSJ could have that lead at the half for them, just to make them feel better. If Trancy can get a stop here and have that lead and kind of let them know they're still in control of this.
These two teams faced off just about 2 weeks ago. February 15th in Trancy, they won by 11. The first match that these two had in December, the first game these two had in December, MSJ lost by 20.
Yeah.
So for it to be this close, they made one heck of an adjustment.
Yeah, and I didn't look at the box of the first game. I'd love to know if MSJ had everybody playing that night. I just can't imagine that they're 20 can get beat 20 at home.
Murphy, 5 to shoot.
A little flare for
Mills.
Mills.
Trying to get to the hoop, harassed. Mills can't get anything up.
Great job by Trancy defending that possession.
And so it's a 1-point lead for the Pioneers. It just seems like Mills got trapped, Coach.
Yeah, I was surprised they went flare action. They've had so much success getting the ball to the high post. Trancy's strength in that zone is they guard the perimeter so well, and they were all over that flare.
And so we will go into the halftime break. Don't go anywhere. We'll have an interview with Grace Schotz during the halftime break. We'll be right back on HCAC.tv.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Manny made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Welcome back to the Klein M. Beck Center. It is halftime between Transylvania and MSJ. A really good basketball game so far, and there are 20 minutes left. Graham Nash, ladies and gentlemen, alongside our special guest for halftime, Grace Schotz, Assistant Commissioner for the HCAC. Grace, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
It's your second year in your position. What's your main focus with the HCAC?
So I do a lot of the stuff on the administration side, so help run championship experiences just like this, and run different committees through our SAC and our SWA committees. But overall, my focus is enhancing the student-athlete experience. So I'm happy to be here, happy to be a part of this championship, and we have 2 other great ones going on in Anderson right now. So a lot going on for the HCAC, but I'm happy to be here with you all.
What would you say sets the HCAC apart from other competitive D3 conferences?
Yeah, I think we're the heart of the D3, so we're in a really unique position, a part of the country, and then where our landscape kind of is. But I think what's unique about us is that we're continuing to grow. So over the past few years, we've had some really dominant teams, Transy being one of them, having won a D3 national championship 2 years ago. But then we also have teams that fluctuate and that are growing and getting better, and we're able to have a dynamic league that continues to be competitive year after year, which is really fortunate for us because we get to cheer on a bunch of different teams and support teams throughout the conference, which is exciting.
And I believe you told me this is your first year at this event. Is that right?
This is. Last year I was at men's basketball, so I'm excited to be here.
All right. Well, how are you enjoying it so far? What do you like about this tournament?
The atmosphere here at Transylvania, every single time. I've been to some regular season games. I was here last year for the regional. The environment is what makes it. I mean, the fans are into it. The crowd is loud. And I also am a huge advocate for women's sports and love that this game is growing and that everyone here is here to support that. And that's what matters. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it felt like we were in Rep Arena just a moment ago.
It sure did. They're down the street having a great game right now, but it feels very loud here too. So I'm sure we're right up there.
Yeah, I agree. Last question for you, Grace. Thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Absolutely.
What can HCAC fans expect in the coming years from the conference?
Yeah, I think like I kind of touched on, we continue to grow, we continue to get better. I think it's emphasized when I got hired and we added a third role within our conference office that we strive to get better. So now that we've kind of two new roles have been here for 2 years, we've kind of got our feet underneath us. And so we're working on growing, getting better, enhancing the overall student-athlete experience, and really hoping with this new NPI system, which is the NCAA Power Index, that we're hoping to help broaden our reach with the national tournament. So hopefully we're going to get some great AQ bids here at the end of this championship and then the end of the men's basketball championship. We would love to get some at-large bids and be able to expand our reach to the nationals and beyond.
Awesome. Grace, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the
for
rest
having
of the game.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We will be right back on HCAC.tv. Second half action between Transy and MSJ coming up after the break.
We are pioneers, always taking steps forward. We connect. We thrive. United by diverse backgrounds and ideas, we seize opportunities. At Transylvania University, we pursue bold paths.
Transylvania is a home away from home. You really do form a community when you arrive here on campus, almost from the first day, honestly.
It's really cool that you can walk across campus on any day and run into faculty or your friends. And I think that really just binds us as a community.
I always thought I wanted to go to a big school, but as soon as I came, I realized the importance of having a personalized education.
I quickly realized how much of a relationship with the professor all the students had, and I could tell that they could just go to the professor for anything they needed, and I really liked that.
You're not a number in a crowd. You really have a personalized experience here, and also when you leave Transy, you're the best in your field.
At Transylvania, you get so many opportunities. You are going to be able to explore your passion in science. You're going to be able to be a part of a play, and you're going to do it in a really exciting community.
It has been one place where I've never stopped working. I've never stopped going between places and having things to do. Sometimes I find myself overcommitted, but I think that's a tribute to how many opportunities there are at Transy.
Being in Lexington specifically is amazing, and having so many opportunities to reach out from Transy's bubble into the Lexington community is something that I wouldn't have gotten at another institution.
My job is so rewarding. I have students that come into my office and I really feel like I can make a difference.
They become creative, they become intellectually nimble, good at dealing with lots of situations.
If I had to describe my Transy experience in one word, it would definitely be personal.
Stimulating,
well-rounded,
worth it.
Location, location, location.
Transformational, life-changing.
This partnership is a really exciting opportunity for our students because as Kentucky's first college, to be able to partner with ARH, which is the largest employer in the Appalachian region, is a wonderful opportunity for us to really build a long-term relationship, because we want, as we've always wanted, to serve the citizens of Kentucky, to provide opportunities for students who will come to us as that beacon of educational opportunity, and then return to their home region where they can really be effective leaders and servants in their home area.
This is such an exciting partnership for the future of ARH and for the future for the workforce in our region. We have so many bright, talented youth that are looking for incredible opportunities in the healthcare field, and we really feel that this partnership can help steer them through the educational process and then back home to work for ARH one day and fulfill the workforce needs that we have. Transylvania has always been a beacon of education here within the Commonwealth of Kentucky and a very close partner to us in Appalachia.
For a lot of people in Appalachia, like a place like Transy seems very intimidating or inaccessible. So something like this partnership will, in my opinion, be very beneficial in building that confidence for students and making them know that they can do it. So having the scholarship on top of that will be massive for building the Eastern Kentucky community at Transy. I grew up like 15 minutes away from ARH. It's been a part of my life. My mom actually worked there in the past, and so it's pretty cool to hear that one day I'll be able to follow in those footsteps and make an impact in my community.
We know that they're going to get incredible opportunities for internships and mentorships that will help them to develop the specific skills that they will need when they return to their homes with that professional career in mind.
In 1926, the Sisters of Charity created the first BSN program here at Mount St. Joseph University. The nursing major is special because it's supported by our other liberal arts programs and departments. Our success is their success. They really cheer for us.
We are very close and we all support each other, and we're also supported by other majors around campus, and they kind of recognize the difficulty of our classes and they support us in those.
Even though our program is small, we are still very innovative and creative in our thinking, our strategic planning, and our actions. We're very student-focused and education-focused.
As a student, I had an experience where I struggled on a test, and then on the next test I did extremely well, and my professor called me aside and she said, "I'm so proud of you, you did so well," and I just don't think that's an experience you would have at another school or in a larger setting.
The benefits of our BSM program is our 100% employment rate. Over the past 4 years, our students who graduate from this program have first-time licensure pass rates well above the national average.
And when you go out in the community and we're in our clinical settings, they know the name of Mount St. Joseph University and the type of nurses that it brings.
The School of Education has been around since the inception of the university, and it has evolved over the years, and we've become more innovative as time has gone on.
When you have conversations with your professors, they really care about you, and they set a good example for us to want to be like that. Time that they spend out of the classroom, I know if I have an issue, I can always go talk to one of them, and I know I want to be like that for my students as well.
We have that unique dual licensure program, which really makes our students much more marketable in the field. Students will be certified in K through 12 special education in both moderate to intense and mild to moderate, as well as preschool through 5th grade in the early education program, which is a very unique program, the first of its kind in the state.
As sophomores, we are implemented into the service learning program, coordinated with one of our education classes. Before that, as freshmen, we're even given the opportunity to pair service learning with our core classes that every freshman has to take. So I got a whole extra year of volunteering in the classroom that not everybody gets that opportunity to do.
We have such good connection with area schools that we're able to give kids really good, strong placements. They have lots of opportunities to learn hands-on as well as great content from their faculty.
I can't say it enough. It's truly a family here at the Mount.
Welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky, the campus of Transylvania University. The second half action between Transy and MSJ. It was a close first half, as close as it could be. And this is actually a rematch of the conference championship game last year. Transy won that one 74 to 46. Absolutely dominated in every facet of the game, but this time it looks like two completely different teams. Hello, everyone. Graham Nash, Coach Tom Campbell with you for the second half of action. And, Coach, that first half, it was a defensive first quarter, an offensive second quarter, and they have been back and forth the entire way.
Yeah, I think the tempo picked up a little in the second quarter. Both teams made some nice adjustments offensively. I think they just needed to catch their breath. First quarter, conference championship game, little nerves, and then they both just kind of unwound and let go. I thought Transy got some great minutes from Grinner off the bench. Worth was spectacular. And I thought they did a really good job, MSJ, of guarding Kimmelgore. And then Murphy picked it up in the second quarter for MSJ. She's an electric scorer. She can score at all the levels. Drummond's has been really good too. So we'll see the adjustments that are going to get made. I'm really curious to see both teams and what they try to do here. It should be a really good finish to this game.
There were 5 ties and 6 lead changes in that first half. And a little bit more about the specific scores in that first frame. It was Murphy, Anaya Murphy, who led the way for MSJ with 9 points. Drummond's was right behind her with 8, and then Gingrich with 7. And then as for Transy, it was Sadie Worth the whole afternoon. 11 points for her, 7 from Grinter. Notably, Sierra Kimmelgore, only 5 points, 0 for 6 from the field. All of them have come from the free throw line. So Transy might need to see a little bit more production from Kimmelgore if they want to get this win.
Yeah, and Kimmelgore's she's a stat sheet stuffing type player. She's got 3 assists as well. She got 2 dribble drives to get Worth a 3. Even though she's not scoring, I think has her finding Worth on the kickouts to the 3. And so she's played well. They've done a good job of putting length on her, making it tough on her. We'll see what Transy does to get her a little more involved.
20 more minutes to decide the winner of this year's HCAC tournament. Notably for MSJ, they've got a couple players in foul trouble. One of those is Jenkins, who was in the game. A beautiful design off rip, but an air ball from Gingrich.
That's a nice basket cut by Gingrich, a nice feed.
Gingrich, another player in foul trouble. 2 for her in that first half. She sat for the last 2 or 3 minutes. Teal will try a triple. It's short, but a rebound. McKnight puts it up and in.
Sometimes bad shots become productive. That was an air ball 3, and McKnight cleaned up for him.
So Carly Mills will take it off the floor. A scary moment for her in the first half. It looked like she just knocked knees with someone on Transy's team, had to come out for 2 minutes or so. But she is back on the floor starting the second half. Nice find and a nice finish for Gingrich.
Those two are really good together, playing off each other.
Gingrich's 8th and 9th points of the ball game. Teal looking for McKnight. She was dominant, and it's taken away by Murphy, but she just steps out of bounds.
Nice anticipation there. Yeah, Gingrich does a nice job finding that open seam in the baseline, and Drummond was patient and waited for her to get there. Nice play by them.
Coach, something you said in the first half was that MSJ plays best when they can kind of run, get out in the open floor. As a 3 ball from the corner rattles out.
This is where they're at their best. Attack defensively before Transy gets set up.
Nice find and a rebound. Drummonds can't finish.
And they got a layup look there in transition. The more they can get out and run, the better off they are.
Now Worth with a chance to slow it down. We saw MSJ in a player-to-player defense and a zone, but it looks like they've gone back to that player-to-player. McKnight can't finish underneath. Drummond's with a rebound.
It's a nice high-low look.
Drummond's her 3rd board of the ball game. She leads the team with about 8.5 per game. She finishes on the other end, a beautiful jumper.
That's where she's been most effective for them, is in the high post.
Feels like they kind of got away from that.
I agree. I felt like they were moving her around a little too much, and this half they've kept her there. They've got a high-low to Gingrich. They got her on the jumper. Just a lot of good things happen when she's at the high post.
Nice drive. Flynn got blocked underneath. And an early substitution. Reagan Barrett will come in. McKnight will come out. If Transy were to close it out, it would be their 7th straight HCAC tournament title. And it would be their 2nd straight against this Lions team. Barrett, looks like she got it tipped.
Yeah, over the back.
And so that is Kimmelgore's first. 5 Transy players with a foul, none with 2.
Yeah, and they were trying to get Worth off a little triple stagger, and Barrett saw an ISO and took it and kind of threw up a contested shot there.
Mills trying to create space and get free. Instead gives it up for Murphy. Jenkins tries a triple. Worth going to slow things down. Nice screen from Barrett.
Yeah, a little drag screen in transition.
Kimmelgore drives, has a shot.
Crafty had them all looking outside and then just pivoted back, found the rim, and may get her going.
Kimmelgore's first field goal of the ball game. She was 0 for 6 before she finally put that one through.
Mills is going to run baseline here. Little ball screen.
Murphy fouled by Barrett.
Second side ball screen for your best player off the screen with your best shooter in the corner. Pretty good offense. Yeah, Crafty, she's sneaking around, looking around, and everybody forgot she still had the ball to score.
And Micaiah Grinter will check back in. She is a perfect 3 for 3 from the field, including a 3-pointer, which was only her 6th 3 made this season. She was 5 for 30 from beyond the arc, but put down one early.
Yeah, she's obviously worked hard and got some confidence later in the year in that 3-pointer she made. I know she made one yesterday.
Yesterday, she also had a season-high 16 points, 6 rebounds and an assist to go along with it. Free throw is good for Anaya Murphy. Murphy leading the way now with 11. Kimmelgore trying to get to her spot, kicks it out Flynn. Here's Grinter and Barrett. Barrett through contact, kick out, Worth, triple, good!
Yeah, you can't help off her. You can't do it. Barrett did a nice job of, they were in a 5-out dribble drive offense there, and Barrett drew the defenders, and you can't leave Worth open. You just can't.
MSJ nearly gave it away, but Jenkins weaves her way in and finishes.
Left-handed Euro.
From disaster to delight for the Lions, nearly went out baseline. Worth so quick into lane, gets fouled.
Really nice take. Yeah, it looked like Mills dropped way too low off the help, and you've got to know where Worth's at all the time.
Carly Mills is going to check out, and back in is Jordan Patterson for MSJ. Patterson played a lot of minutes in that first half because Mills went out with an injury. Worth. This is the first one. She's an 87% free throw shooter, which is best in the HCAC for all qualifying players. Worth now at 15 points.
Grinter loves to do this. She loves to extend, just play a one-player press, chase the ball wherever it goes. Just disrupts them a little bit, takes some time, and now you got to play against this really good zone.
Grinter has 34 steals this season as well, coming off a season where she had a conference best 68.
Oh, good move. Good shot fake.
All too easy for Madison Drummonds. When she can get to that left hand, she's now got 12 points. Worth, nice take, but couldn't finish it. Jenkins gives it away. And a substitution again for MSJ. Anaya Murphy will come in, and coming out will be Gingrich. As a team, MSJ still shooting only 11% from 3. They're 1 for 9. Good take from Kimmelgore, but she couldn't finish.
She kind of got her feet tangled there and had to just kind of throw it up.
Corner 3, Jenkins. That one's good.
That was in rhythm. She got her feet down, settled into it. Big bucket for them.
MSJ, their largest lead was 5. They're back up to a 3-point lead that they had for quite some time in the first quarter. Barrett has some space. Can't get it through 2 defenders. Patterson will take it across the timeline, and Jenkins helps her direct traffic.
There's your high post.
Drummonds misses everything.
Yeah, that is nice action. Drew the double and got her feet set.
MSJ leads by 3. A timeout on the floor. We'll take one too. Welcome back to the Clive M. Beck Center. That last 3-pointer was called a 2. Hard to tell from maybe just that right toe.
Yeah, she took that right foot stepped back, and it's hard. We had a player in the way there. Right there, I feel like she's got a 3. That's just me. I feel like that right foot's back. The officials are looking at it now, but that right foot steps back right there. And that black line is, I think, well in front of that, but we'll see what they're going to do here. They've got maybe a better look than we do. I don't know if they do, though.
It looks like they've come to a decision. They're going back.
Look again.
They're going to keep talking about it. So Mount St. Joseph, they've currently got that 3-point lead. There's been 11 lead changes over the course of this ball game. These two teams have been as neck and neck as it comes. So this 1 point, it could be big.
They always matter. Matters both ways.
And so it looks like the scoreboard is staying at 46-43. So they're calling it a 2.
They're calling it a 2. I just saw her put 2 fingers up.
Yeah. So 2-pointer for Morgan Jenkins instead of that 3.
Could have been inconclusive that they couldn't tell either and they had to leave it.
Right. So Sadie Worth will take it up the floor. She's got 15 points, 2 more than her season average already. A lot of contact underneath.
Yeah, Worth threw that foul. Did a nice job planting those feet. Defender ran right through her.
I believe it goes on Mackenzie Butler, who's checking in for the first time.
Yeah, she went right through her. Worth had her feet down, established her spot. You can't go through the screener.
Brinter, she gets fouled as well. For the majority of the ball game, the referees have been letting them play, but we get 2 quick fouls there.
Yeah, that kind of a handoff action here, and Patterson just tried to fight her way through it with her hands on. It's a nice little set out of the baseline, out of bounds. The BOB.
Carly Mills comes back in, beautiful in-play design. And that is just too easy for Reagan Barrett.
Special teams in a game like this are important, and we call that, as a coach, we always talked about the baseline out, sideline outs. Those are special teams. Those are plays that do matter. Nice.
Butler gets it poked away.
Brenner, get your hands in there again. They've got some numbers.
Worth slows it down, now pulls short.
Oh, what a great box out.
Butler fighting and able to get it away. She gets fouled. That's going to go on Micaiah Grinter. And that'll be Grinter's first foul.
Worth got a good look there.
And Gingrich will return to the ball game for Mackenzie Butler. Gingrich and Jenkins both with 3 fouls and both on the floor.
Yeah, they've been playing this game of roulette here. They've left Jenkins in the entire half, now Gingrich, and they're just going to play him until they get 4.
Murphy with a lot of room. She can shoot a 3, but is going to look for something better. Murphy,
nice pass.
Great dump off. Gingrich just can't get it. Jenkins with a board, and it's going to be a jump ball.
They're pounding their way on the offensive glass.
The arrow favors Transy. MSJ going against the best offensive rebounding team in the HCAC in Transy. But so far, Mount St. Joseph has been better on the boards. They've got 10 offensive rebounds to Transy's 7. Worth backing out. Transy, such a patient offensive team. Barrett loses the handle. Kimmelgore fighting. Worth comes away with it. Grinter, kick out. Kimmelgore, short.
Grinter getting that loose one.
Grinter knifes her way inside, can't finish.
We got Worth. We got hit over here, I don't know.
And the referees coming together to discuss. Still no word, but MSJ is livid. Maisie Elton.
They feel like they had an advantage, but where that ball was rebounded, they can stop play there for that situation. Had that ball been at half court, they would have let it go, I think. That's an official's discretion there, and they felt like there was going to not be an advantage, even though I think there would have been.
Maisie Elton had what I believed was a pen or pencil in her right hand and just threw it straight to the hardwood. Some clear frustration for her and her bench.
I'm not sure what happened to Worth. They've got her down here in the corner, kind of hid away to look at her. I can't tell if she got hit in the face or if she got hit in the stomach and knocked her breath out. I think she may have just had the wind knocked out.
And so there's going to be a timeout on the floor. Lots happening. We'll take a break and be right back on HCAC.tv.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Well, Sadie Worth is all right. She was on the bench just a moment ago, is running and moving around behind the bleachers on this left side. But Chloe McKnight did check in, and so she won't be in the starting 5. But a good sign for Transy. Worth just gave the thumbs up to, I believe, a referee.
Yeah,
so a very good sign for Transy.
Yeah, I think just got the wind knocked out. They can't put her in now because it's too late in the timeout, so they'll get her. I'm pretty sure she'll come right back in as soon as the ball goes back in play.
It has been a back and forth ball game. These two teams playing really physical, and the referees, for the most part, letting them play physical.
They typically do that this time of year. Championship level games, they let the players decide. They won't have Worth out long. She's the straw that stirs the drink. They can't leave her out very long.
And the refs, it looked like, were also reviewing something, maybe trying to see if what happened to Sadie Worth was intentional. But it was going to be MSJ's ball, inbounded on their defensive baseline.
Really not sure what we're waiting on here.
Yeah. It will be Lions basketball.
Yeah, here we go.
So not exactly sure what went on there.
Yeah, I'm not either.
But the good news is that Sadie Worth is all right. Morgan Jenkins will inbound on the baseline to restart us here. Again, Jenkins playing with 3 fouls for MSJ, along with Gingrich. Murphy finds Gingrich. Beautiful double pump. That has worked really well for them when Gingrich can get open on that low block.
She's crafty in that short corner to short corner area, and they're finding her in the seams.
Grinter trying to create space. Skip pass. Kimmelgore doesn't shoot. McKnight, nice move,
That's
flips
really
it up
nice.
and in.
There's Grinter picking up. She loves to do this. She's going to be a pest.
Mills going to clear it. Gets in the lane, and nice handles to keep that alive. Mills setting the table for MSJ.
There's your high post again. Well, they got 2-on-1 over there. Oh, they had one more, didn't make it.
Jenkins was open in the corner.
Yeah, they had one more there.
Mills with under 10 to shoot. Drummond's hard pass, catches it. 3-ball, corner, long.
Got away with one there if you're Trancy.
Kimmelgore, she will tee one up. And she can't hit either.
It's a good look early in transition.
The MSJ bench pleading with Anaya Murphy to push the pace a little bit, but she slows it down.
There's your dive cut, opposite skip.
Jenkins gonna kick it out. Murphy gets it to Mills. Nice cut. Mills can't get the bank shot, but a rebound from Drummonds. Second chance points have been huge for MSJ. They can't get any there, but Drummonds with another.
They are winning the offensive glass. I mean, just winning it.
And still they come up empty. 3 tries. And finally, Transy able to get that rebound. Kimmelgore getting directions from Hannah Verrill on the sideline. Finds Cornelison. McKnight wants the basketball down low. Now they'll get it to her. Nearly got it knocked away by Jenkins. Under 10 to shoot. Kimmelgore spinning. Kick out. Grinter triple. Nice rebound for Carly Mills.
Really good job boxing that. Oh, Grinter makes a big play here. This is huge.
Grinter the scoop and score.
Huge.
Grinter with a big end to the third quarter.
She's just so good in the full court of making something happen. A deflection. Watch her just sneak in here. Boom, little tip. She's somebody you can't cross it over in front of her. You just can't. You can't do it.
And so it's a 1-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. 10 minutes left on HCAC.tv.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt. Insulting referees.
Threatening officials.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes.
Violent language in the stands.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
1 point separates the 1 and 2 seed in the HCAC tournament with 10 minutes left to play. Coach, what do these two teams need to do coming down the stretch to get this title?
This is going to be fascinating to see what happens. Obviously, Trancy has found success multiple ways. MSJ is just killing them with this high post with Drummonds and playing off of that. They've got 4 in double figures, it looks like, up there on the wall. I expect Kimmelgore to maybe pick it up a little for Trancy. And then you've got Sadie Worth, who's just a really nice player who's been there, kind of been a cog in this for a long time. Watch Grinter here. She tries to cross. You can't cross it on somebody with the hands of Grinter. This is going to be interesting. Trancy expects to win this. They have a championship culture, and Mount St. Joe's really wants to win it. There's Grinter doing her thing again.
Almost forced a turnover out of the gate.
She's a one-person press. They just let her do whatever. She's gonna chase this ball. She's gonna try to get a hand on it. She's gonna disrupt tempo. Watch her here. She's extending. She's trying to get a tip. She's looking for any way to make a play on this end.
Grinter everywhere on the floor. Murphy, a nice move, but she can't get it.
I can tell Trancy talked about rebounding in the timeout. They had all 5 attacking the glass there.
MSJ winning the rebound battle 34-26. MSJ statistically not as good of a rebounding team. Kimmelgore at the free throw line.
Yeah.
She travels.
McKnight kind of rolled into her path, and she had to kind of alter her where she wanted to go, and her feet just kind of got away from her.
There have been 7 ties and 12 lead changes in this ball game. It has been as close can be. And Transy, that's kind of been the story of the postseason so far.
There's Grinner, gets a hand on it.
Grinner maybe with 2 of the most important takeaways in this ball game. She'll slow things down. Don't forget, the winner of this game gets an automatic bid into the NCAA D3 tournament. Some more at stake than just the HCAC championship. McKnight, she's been deadly in the low post. Nice move. That time it doesn't go.
Drummond's got her about a step out of her comfort zone there. Drummond's did a nice job of getting her extended.
4 Lions in double digits, and 3 of those players with 3 fouls.
I'm really surprised she didn't take that. She's got that 10-footer all day long.
Under 10 to shoot. Drummond's,
yeah,
that time she hits.
It's there. I think sometimes a player like that feels selfish that she's open and doesn't want to shoot every time, but that may be the best shot they can get on some of these possessions.
Kimmelgore guarded closely by Mills. Worth, 15 points for Transy, leads both teams today. Worth.
She was getting to that rim somehow. Yeah, just that's there for her. McKnight's not going to extend up.
And that foul goes on Jenkins. Foul number 4.
That's a big. Worth gets her on her hip right there, and Jenkins was trying not to foul. Anytime you see a player throw those hands up, I'm not going to foul, and they usually hip check. They usually do something lower body that gets that foul because they lose their balance. She'd have been better staying in a stance and just funneling her to another defender. And
Patterson checks in for Morgan Jenkins. Jenkins, the leading assister on this Lions team, have to play the next who knows how many minutes without her.
Yeah, they're gonna watch this time and score and see where they are with her.
Drummonds, they'll need a big quarter from her. Already has 2, can't make it 4.
Oh, that was a great opportunity.
And a foul.
Worth is really, really good at drawing contact, drawing fouls. She's really good at it. Mills just kind of leaned on her. Worth knew that and then kind of made sure she got bumped.
That was the first foul on Carly Mills. And Worth will take it up the floor. This building has been loud the entire fourth quarter. Barrett finds Teal, and now Worth again. Worth in the left lane. All sorts of contact. She can't get it to go.
That one she didn't get. I'm surprised. I think they faded away and they didn't give it to her. Great pass.
Beautiful pass and a great finish from Mills.
Tempo. If they can score in tempo, it helps them tremendously.
Anaya Murphy. She's one of the best players on this MSJ team. Got 11 points, and that there is her 3rd assist.
Worth off a stagger.
She wanted to take that 3.
Yeah, she's hunting it.
Worth.
There we go. Another foul drawn.
Couldn't get the and one, but she'll go back to the free throw line.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Dropped that bounce pass on the run in the window, and Mills ran hard to the rim. I think something to watch, and it doesn't seem like much of an issue, but that's the 3rd foul on MSJ, and if Trans can get them into that double bonus as soon as possible, it's always nice to score when the clock's not running.
And Worth is not going to miss those. Best free throw shooter in the HCAC. She is now 6 for 7 from the stripe in this ball game.
Grinner's hunting one here. She wants a deflection. Yep, there it is.
And she gets it, but MSJ able to keep it alive. Mills, free throw line, jumper is pure. A big, big shot for MSJ. And these two just trading leads. This is a series that Transy has dominated over the years, 29-2 against MSJ.
Really nice little Euro there.
Riley Flynn, only 6 points on the ball game, but those are two very important ones. Straight away, triple, Patterson off the mark.
Good rebound.
Transy now with a chance to extend this past a 1 point lead.
MSJ is hedging these ball screens and pushing Worth away. Trying to get her as far away from the lane.
McKnight versus Drummonds, and Drummonds is going to win that battle.
It's a good move.
Mills wanted the basketball, thought about a three. Mills, a lot of contact. It looked like Transy just stopped.
Yeah. Worth was leaning on the high post and couldn't get over to help. McKnight didn't step out.
So back to a 1 point lead for Mount St. Joseph. $19 lead changes in this ball game. Transy trying to make it 20.
Oh,
Worth
she had it.
had the three, takes the runner.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Crafty.
That is so good. And Sadie Worth inching her way towards 20 points.
She has the ability to score at 4 levels. She can drive it, shoot it, mid-range, and free throws. And she's just a hard,
Brinter playing pesky defense again. That time gets called for contact.
Just crafty. She sees the big waiting on her, the post player, and she just pulls up with that nice little runner.
Timeout
yeah,
on the
McKnight
floor.
stayed back and Worth got caught. Really nice play by Mills.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take one too and be right back on HCAC.tv.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt. Insulting referees.
Threatening officials. Berating young umpires, learning the ropes.
Violent language in the stands.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
4.5 minutes remain in the Clive M. Beck Center, and 1 point separates Transy and MSJ. Coach, what is this going to come down to in the final couple minutes?
It's winning time for both teams. Execution on the offensive end for both teams, defending at a high level. Rebounding, Pat Summitt always said that defense wins games and rebounding wins championships. And I think offensive rebounds could be huge here, but it's going to be execution now. It's which teams can execute at a high level.
The rebound battle has been won by MSJ, who is statistically the worst rebounding team over the season, but they've got 37 to Transy's 29 in this ball game.
They've made a commitment to the offensive glass, too. They've really attacked hard on the offensive glass. MSJ loves this little action where they run Murphy through off the sideline. There's your high post. Transy's leaning on it a little bit more than they have.
MSJ still without Morgan Jenkins, who has 4 personals. A lot of contact. They give it to Anaya Murphy.
I don't know. I'd like to see that one again. If they got her, they got her for sticking her foot in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have as good a view as they do, but that looks pretty clean to me, but I'm a long way away.
So it'll be 3 for Anaya Murphy. The Transy faithful very vocal as we have another tie on the floor. I believe that's number 21. Or no, excuse me, it would be lead change 21 if she makes this. Tie number 9. And there it is.
Lots of ebbs and flows in this game.
Murphy with 13 points, second most on the team. And now
I'm not
tied
sure
for
any
the
of
most.
those hit the rim.
No, as pure as it gets from a 61% free throw shooter. She stepped up there in confidence. Worth has been a mastermind in this ball game. Cornelison getting pushed further and further away from the cup. Barrett doubled. Worth has to track it down. Flynn thought about a 3. Nice take, but a big block.
Nice block. Flynn loves to drive that, and Drummonds did not extend to that 3 thinking she would come to her, and she did. 5 on the shot clock. We'll see if Trancy's got a special here. Most coaches have some specials under 5, under 10.
It'll be Kimmelgore to inbound. Murphy right there in her face.
Coach Vera with a little crafty move there to let them get set. Oh, that
3 to shoot. Worth has to fire, and it's short.
It hit the rim. Cornelius grabs it.
And a jump ball that's going to favor Transy.
Coach Veros didn't have her players set, so she started talking to the official to give her players time to get set, and they held the ball up. Crafty.
Veteran move from a first-year coach.
Absolutely. Well done.
And now it's a fresh shot clock for Transy, so they've got time to set it up. MSJ nearly takes it away. And now we'll see Morgan Jenkins come back in. 3.5 minutes to play, and she's got 3 fouls. Or 4 fouls.
They put her on Flynn. I think that's how they can. Now they're going to put her. Ooh, they're going to put her on Kimmelgore. She's done a nice job on Kimmelgore. Just don't want her to draw that 5th with Kimmelgore driving her or posting her. Back screen, stagger down for Kimmelgore.
Grinter will get it to Kimmelgore, guarded by Jenkins. Kimmelgore going right at her. Now we'll kick it out. 5 to shoot. Flynn fakes, drives. Grinter, 2 to shoot.
Oh, wow.
A big bucket.
Holy cow.
Tied up again. And everyone in the Clive M. Beck Center on their feet. Jenkins hasn't played the entire 4th quarter so far. She's coming back in cold.
Oh,
triple
boy.
Murphy. MSJ.
Kimmelgore's got some traction here. Kicks out. Oh, nice deflection. Saved them a 3 opportunity.
So now Transy will reset. Mount St. Joseph only 7% from 3. Barrett, she can't hit either.
Oh, great job.
And it goes out of play off the Lions.
Great job by Kimmelgore and Flynn getting in there and getting a hand on it. That's just really good by Grant. And it's even off the wrong foot, right foot.
Worth finds Flynn on the inbound. Now Barrett fakes, drives, and Flynn can't handle the pass. Murphy in the lane. They're going to back it back out. Murphy again.
Execution time for both teams. Dive, yep.
3 ball on the way. Mills too strong.
Nice tip by Kimmelgore. Trancy's got 4 timeouts. I don't know if they're thinking about one here. Nope, they're going to play on.
Under 2 minutes.
Double high ball screen.
Worth 3. Good!
Seniors do what seniors do. What a big-time shot by a big-time player.
3-point lead for Transy with 1.5 minutes to play. Drummonds going through Barrett. Can't get it to go, but a rebound.
By Gendrich.
Murphy doesn't step into a three.
Oh, she walked.
Harassed,
Got away
gets
with
through.
It. That's a foul, yeah.
And she'll go back to the line.
That was close. I mean, behind the stagger, look how far back, 25, 26 feet. She's just a winner. She just knows. She's been in so many big games over her career. National championship, Final Four, conference championships. She just, you can see her out there now. She's getting everybody set. This is what players like her play. They just used to this.
Worth with 24 points. It's her fourth 20-plus point performance of the season.
I felt like Murphy walked there at the beginning, but then Barrett stuck that foot in. Murphy got away with the travel, but Barrett did stick a foot in there.
Murphy splits the pair.
MSJ is going to extend a little bit here. I'm expecting something for Worth. The double stagger coming on her right now to a handoff.
They fake it to her, instead find Barrett. Barrett kick out,
boy.
Flynn able to keep it in. Kimmelgore driving, nice fake. Flynn, 6 to shoot. Barrett, Flynn, 3-ball. You bet!
I think that was the next to last person you would have expected to take that, and she didn't hit anything but net. Barrett did a fantastic job of drawing the double late in the clock.
In and out for Murphy.
Oh, good offensive rebound. We got
Gingrich
fouled.
gets fouled.
What a fantastic play on this other end. Barrett gets in the lane, draws the help. That's just kind of pitch behind action. A lot of teams run that out of dribble drive. Flynn loaded up and was ready and just buried it.
Transy shooting 33% from beyond the arc. Have only made 8 threes, but the 2 biggest come in the last minute.
Should see MSJ extend the defense here. Trancy's got 4 timeouts. She can advance the ball if she wants and not have to get pressed.
It's a 1-possession ball game.
They're going to advance.
And Transy is going to take a timeout. 3-point ball game with 37.8 seconds left.
Flynn drives it in, draws it. This is classic dribble drive it lane and pitch back. Flynn never stopped moving and got those feet loaded up. Again, I think those are the 2 players on the floor that I would not have expected to be involved under 5 on the shot clock, and they execute and make the shot.
So
Credit to those 2.
If you're Transy coach in this situation, what kind of play do you draw up right now, and who is it for?
I'm very curious to see. MSJ's got a foul to give. Are they going to give that foul up now? Or are they going to try to defend this? They've got 1 timeout to advance. You're going to go through Worth. I can't imagine that it's not some sort of stagger action, double action, or ball screen action for Worth, and everybody plays off of her. If it's not her, it's Kimmelgore. They're going to take a full. I'm not sure. Did they take 2 timeouts there?
And so now it's a full timeout. They're going to take another. Really take time to set things up. So we will take a quick break and be right back. 37 seconds to play in Lexington.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Just over 30 seconds remain. It is Transy basketball. They have a 3-point lead. And Mount St. Joseph's defense has been good this ball game, but this is the moment where it matters. Transy's big stars have been phenomenal. 24 points for Sadie Worth, 11 for Micaiah Grinter, who actually came in off the bench in this ball game and made a huge impact. Grinter not on the floor right now, but look for Kimmelgore and Worth, number 12 and 15. Here's Worth.
They're going to double trap Chase, make this kind of ugly.
They do have a foul to give.
I don't think I'd give it now because the shot clock could run out. I think you got a guard now.
And so now the design comes to question.
If you do. I'm surprised Worth is over here. I think she should be getting the ball somehow.
Flynn, under 10 to shoot, getting instructions from Verrill.
Oh, no.
Flynn nearly got it taken away, and there's the foul.
No. It's not the bonus, but now you're going to foul. You can't. Gosh, they did everything right till the foul. They had Transy kind of jumbled in a mess. Yeah, they've got to foul now. And they're going to get it to the senior, and they're going to make it. And Jenkins just fouled out.
And so Jenkins fouls out, and they send the best free throw shooter in the conference to the line.
I am really surprised that Jenkins. I'm really surprised that Jenkins was on the floor if you're going to foul. I would have had her off the floor and then had her back in to play offense.
There were 4 more seconds on the shot clock.
Were there, or that should have cleaned out when the foul was made?
Well, when Anaya Murphy made the foul at the last second.
Yes. Yeah, they had her 27, 28 feet from the rim, and they didn't have Worth with the ball. It was a mess, and I just an instinct play that didn't go their way.
2-possession ball game. And MSJ is going to call timeout, set things up on their end of the floor.
Fully expect the best free throw shooter in the league to make those 2.
And in her senior moment, the captain from Dixon, Kentucky, might have just put this game out of reach. MSJ, they do have about 9 seconds, so plenty to maybe go for the catch and shoot 3. But is that what you go for?
You've got to score because it's a 2-possession game. A 2-pointer at least keeps you in a 1-possession game. If you go for 3, you're basically selling out. This is an opportunity because you have to score as fast as you can. Trancy's playing this zone, so it's probably going to be a 3. They can get the high post jumper as fast as they wanted. They could get it off the inbounds catch more than likely, but I think they will go for 3. They've got a little sideline, baseline runner action they like, but they've got to score if we are done, and a 2 would at least keep the game going.
MSJ 1 for 16 from beyond the arc, a team percentage of 6.3. It has not been their ball game. They are the best 3-point shooting team in the HCAC at 33%, but they just haven't been able to knock them down.
And that's the same team that shot 13 of 23 last night to beat Hanover. So they haven't made anything today. Grinner has come back in for defense. They've gone to the 4-guard lineup. They're going to extend these wings out. Mills is on this low block. She's going to the other corner. They're going to try to get her. Oh.
Grinner pokes it away. And it's going to be Transy ball.
Grinner doing what Grinner does as well. She's a disruptor.
The center transfer coming in the championship game as a junior and making the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if that's over and back. Did she ever have possession? I don't know that she never caught this. She bobbled it. That kind of feels like that should have been a play on.
They call it an over and back. And Transy now 6.7 seconds away.
And they've got a foul.
Barrett fouled immediately.
MSJ has no timeouts either, so they can't advance. So I expect to see Grinner back here possibly. Yep, here she comes. They'll let her pick up here and just use time. Both these going. I'd say that lady's singing. She's at least warming up. And if these both go in, the opera will begin. That lady will start singing. It will be over.
Barrett is 70% free throw shooter. She cans the first.
That'll
and that could do it.
Yeah, they've got to go full length of the floor. Trancy picks up. They won't foul. They're going to let them take the shot. What a fantastic job by
Transylvania wins their 7th consecutive HCAC tournament title and their first under head coach Hannah Verrill.
What a great performance. 4:33 to go. We had the last media. Game was really close then. I can't recall if it was a 1-point lead. And I remember saying it's winning time, and Transylvania expects to win these games. This is what they do. MSJ really wanted to win this game, but Trancy's got people like Sadie Worth that have been in this fire a lot, and she made big plays. They all made big plays, but it's just it's a really good win. And give a lot of credit to MSJ. They've been beat double figures both games this year, and with 4:33 to go, they had a chance to win this basketball game.
Yeah, incredible performance from MSJ. They were absolutely incredible on the glass. 39 rebounds to Transy's 34. MSJ, a worse rebounding team coming into the ball game than Transy, but they got it done. They had 4 players in double digits, but the kicker, Morgan Jenkins, had 4 personal fouls for pretty much the majority of that fourth quarter. Having her out could have been the difference maker, quite frankly.
Absolutely. And I was surprised they had her out here to pick up her 5th, and they knew they were going to foul. I'm going to tell you, Grenner was a difference maker in this game on the defensive end. She just disrupted so many things, even this last play, just getting hands on balls, she had 4 steals, but she just disrupted the flow and the ebb of this game. She played fantastic this weekend.
And on Transy's side, it was all Sadie Worth all the time. 26 points, ties her second most of the season. Her most was 27 when they played DePauw in preseason matchups. But she gets her 4th double-digit point, or 4th 20-plus point game performance of the season. 21st double-digit point performance of the year, which is tied for the most on the team with Sierra Kimmelgore, who didn't have her best performance, but still, she made a great impact. 5 assists and 2 rebounds, only 1 foul. She kept it really clean. Only made 1 field goal, but knocked down 5 of 6 free throws. So Kimmelgore did a really good job as well. On MSJ's side, they were led by Anaya Murphy, 15 points. She was shooting the ball very, very well. 8 for 9 from the free throw line, as well as a 61% free throw shooter this season. And Murphy, she had it going all game long, but made that foul at the very end with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. That is what turned this game on its head for Transylvania. But for Maisie Elston, in her 3rd year with MSJ, she is doing a phenomenal job in her first head coaching job. Will be back to this position. She's reached the tournament in every season that she has coached so far. 36-17 record for her first 2 seasons, 20-7 this year. But just going up against a phenomenal Hannah Verrill, named the HCAC Coach of the Year. And Coach, it's got to just mean so much to her to come in, first year as head coach, and continue the legacy.
Well, they've lost 1 game in the last 2 years total, and that was in the Final Four. And I think early in maybe middle of December, they had already lost 5. And I'm sure Coach Verrill was really struggling with the adjustment and what was going on. They had lost to Manchester before Christmas in a conference game that they all had strep throat. They just weren't sure what was going to go down. I think Coach Verrill was really struggling. And all of a sudden, they run off this run in this. They haven't lost this year, this calendar year. They've just rolled through the league. She's done an amazing job of finding her footing. She's got a really good staff. She's got some veterans over there that have helped her. She's got a great resource in Coach Fulks. She's done an amazing job with this team to get them to this point. I know at one point in the NPI rankings, they were in the 60s. Now they're in the low 40s. Kudos to her. Kudos to her players for letting her make that adjustment. A big adjustment's 18 inches from the assistant coach's seat to the head coach's seat. And it takes some time to make that adjustment. She's done well.
This was Transy's first time being unranked, not in the top 25 going into the postseason tournament since COVID. And still, to have the confidence come in here, get this win, and have Julie Fulks on the sideline, that's a great moment.
Having Julie here with them just to support Hannah, support the players she coached and recruited, it's a really again, they've just got a culture here that they expect to win championships, and they're going to be a tough out in the NCAA tournament. They know how to win. I fully expect them to be probably a 3 seed in their pod. They do pods, 16 hosts. They could be a 2 after today, but they will definitely be a 2 or 3, and they're going to be a tough matchup for somebody.
The NCAA selection show for the D3 tournament is March 3rd at 2:30 Eastern Time, and then the first round will be March 7th. So just about 6 days for Transy to turn around, get themselves ready for some good competition.
Yeah, and this is their time of the year. I'm sure Transy's put a bid into host, but I don't think they will, but you never know.
And now we have postseason awards. We'll send it down to PA.
Is Greg Schotz, the HCAC Assistant Commissioner and Senior Women's Administrator. At this time, we would like to recognize the members of the HCAC All-Tournament Team. From Hanover, Grace Bizzo. From Anderson, Izzy Davis. From Mount St. Joseph, number 12, Anaya Murphy. From Mount St. Joseph, number 31, Madison Drummond. From Transylvania, number 12, Sierra Cavalry. And this year's HCAC tournament most valuable player from Transylvania, number 15, Southern. Congratulations to both Mount St. Joseph and Transylvania for this 2025 season. Transylvania will go on to meet their automatic bid to the NCAA Women's March Madness Tournament. You can see us at TransYSports.com for more information on that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the championship trophy for the HCAC Basketball Championship 2025, Transylvania University. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024-25 HCAC regular season and tournament champions, the Transylvania Pioneers.
Welcome back to Transylvania University. Grim Nash alongside Sadie Worth, most outstanding player for the HCAC tournament team. Sadie, thank you so much for joining us. You had 26 points today. What was working so well for you offensively?
I think, honestly, we just wanted this bad. You know, we came into the conference, no one really believed in us. We lost our head coach. We lost 4 out of 5 starters, and we wanted to make a name for ourselves, you know. We're still Transylvania, so at the end of the day, we had a goal, and I wasn't going to let my teammates down.
You are a senior. This is your last year in Lexington, and like you said, a new head coach. What does it mean to you to have this performance, get this win under those circumstances?
You know, honestly, big shout out to Hannah. We didn't know what was going to happen when Coach Folks left, but, you know, when one thing falls, another thing comes, and Hannah's been the biggest blessing to us. You know, she knows how we are. She knows what works best for us. She knows everything. She's been here. She's been in many situations like this, and I couldn't think of a better head coach to have. I'm truly blessed for her. I know the program is blessed to have her, and I can't wait to see what she does in many years. This is just her first year, and she's continued the legacy.
Coming up, you've got the NCAA tournament. What's it going to take for you guys to make a run and hopefully get that second NCAA tournament win?
I think just keep playing us, you know. On any given night, any one of us can score. A couple games back, we had multiple people in double figures. So honestly, just keep playing our game. And if it's not my night, it might be Micaiah's night. If it's not Micaiah's night, it could be Emily's night. You never know. We're a team that it doesn't just rely on one person.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Sadie. Congratulations and good luck in the tournament.
Thank you for having me.
We will be right back. We have an interview with the head coach, Hannah Verrill. Don't go anywhere on HCAC TV.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, insulting referees,
threatening officials,
berating young umpires, learning the ropes,
Violent language in the stands.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back, everyone. Here with head coach Hannah Verrill. Hannah, congratulations. Fantastic win. Your first season as head coach, taking over for Julie Folks, who you were an assistant for. What does it mean to come in first season and get such a win?
Yeah, it's unreal. I think it's the only way to describe it. I think it's just a testament to the work that this group has put in, not only the offseason, but the last almost 7 months at this point. I mean, we talked about it this entire week. We have been playing full go since September 9th, and the way that they fought through a lot of the adversity that we had at the beginning of the year of losing a game on the road, and then losing another game, and then losing a conference game, all of which were first for this group. The way that they just stuck together and battled through all of that together and put each other first, I'm really, really lucky to be a part of it.
Your team fought so hard in this ball game. We're behind a couple times. It went back and forth the entire way. Sadie Worth came out with 26 points. What does she mean to this team, and how did her leadership
Yeah, I mean, first credit to Mount. They played their absolute tails off. That was probably the most physical matchup we've seen all year, especially on the rebounding end. But Sadie is one of those players as a coach. You know, I recruited my first year and is now a senior, and she has shot hundreds and hundreds and thousands of threes in this gym and put in the work every single day for the last 4 years. So to see her success now as a senior is not surprising, but really rewarding for me as a coach, because I know what she's done to help us and help herself and help our team get to this point. But she's a pretty good basketball player, so it makes my job a little bit easier.
Safe to say. Coach, Julie Folks was on the bench sitting behind you guys.
Yeah.
What did it mean to have her here in your first championship
Yeah,
game?
it's huge. My assistant actually told me she was here right when the game was starting, which added a little bit more nerves to it. But I mean, she's the reason why I'm here. She's the reason why I feel confident doing this job. She's the reason why our program is the way that it is. So I owe a lot to her, and it's really cool to experience this with her in the building.
Awesome. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations. Best of luck in the tournament.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
And so that will do it for us here in Lexington, Kentucky. Transylvania wins against Mount St. Joseph. It was back and forth the entire way, but they come out on top. They will head to the NCAA tournament again. The selection show will be March 3rd at 2:30 Eastern Time, and then that first round is going to be March 7th. So only 6 days for this Transylvania team to turn it around, get themselves ready for some NCAA action. They haven't lost in 2025. They have been dominant, and like they have so often, they run through the HCAC tournament and get another win. For Brianna Finch on cams, Nathaniel Finch, our producer, and Coach Tom Campbell, I'm Graham Nash, saying thank you so much for joining us. Also, huge thanks to Grace Schott for the halftime interview, and to Sadie Worth for coming and joining us after the game alongside Hannah Verrill. Transy wins their 7th straight HCAC tournament title. The dynasty continues, it's just under new management. We'll see you next time.